So this week I am making veggie burgers and sweet potato fries. I'm excited about it. I love veggie burgers. I've been making them for a long time. I was vegan for 6 months actually, and they were something I made all the time. It's just a great way to get some plant-based protein and lots of yummy whole foods that maybe you wouldn't normally eat, but they're in this delicious burger form. So I'm all about them. And so I am actually making a recipe that I've kind of come up with over the years. That's just my go-to. Because I didn't want to try a recipe. I was just nervous about the amount of sweet potatoes involved because my fiance is not the biggest fan and these do take time to make, so I wanted it to just be something he would eat too. But I do want to make those at some point, so I saved the recipe. But anyways, I will go ahead and show you what I'm putting into my veggie burgers, and we will go from there. So here is everything that is going into my veggie burgers. First things first, I make my own egg replacer. It's just flaxseed ground up and then water. So there's 2 tablespoons of flaxseed and 6 tablespoons of water, and it gets like a goopy consistency like an egg. And then I have gluten-free rolled oats. I think that's about 3/4 a cup. Some shallot, shredded carrot, sunflower seeds, fresh parsley, garlic, and then I season it all with salt, pepper, cayenne, cumin, and oregano, and then a little bit of coconut aminos as well. And then the base of the burger is just a can of black beans. So from here, I'm just gonna kind of combine everything and smush it up to form patties, and then I will bake it. So I'll go ahead and mix it all up and show you what I come up with. Here are my patties. So I made 4 bigger guys, and then I had a little bit left over, so I have a tiny 5th one. But yeah, these are all set to go. I put them in for 15 minutes, and then I flip them and put them in for another 15. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the oven at 350 degrees. And then I'll start working on the sweet potato fries, and I'm going to use my air fryer. So that's always fun. But yeah, we will put these in for 15 now. Okay, so I am starting to make some sweet potato fries. They're just for me because my fiance, again, not a big fan. So there's like about, I think it was like 1.5 left over from a previous meal. But I cut it all up, just some fresh organic sweet potatoes, and seasoned it with salt, pepper, garlic, salt, and cayenne. And then I just tossed it in a little bit of avocado oil because the air fryer is really cool. You don't have to use much oil if you don't want. But yeah, it's really awesome. I really enjoy it just because it makes the veggies so crispy, and it's really quick. And it was a Christmas gift, but I think they're pretty inexpensive. So I think it's a really cool tool, especially if someone's into like kitchen gadgets, as far as like getting crispier veggies and whatnot in a quick way. So convenient and tastes good too. So I'm going to toss these in for like 10 minutes, and then I'll stir them up again just to get them evenly cooked. And I just kind of check on them to see when they finally get to the right consistency. But I think because I cut the sweet potatoes thinner, I don't think it'll take more than 20. So yeah, they might be ready. They might be ready right when the veggie burgers are. So I will start that right now. So I'm just checking on my sweet potatoes, and they have been air frying for about 10 minutes, and they're, sorry, the light's not super great. They're definitely not done, so I just kind of mix them up. And I'll probably put them in there for at least another 10 minutes. But yeah, it's coming out good so far. So I decided while I was waiting for the sweet potato fries and the veggie burgers to cook that I would go ahead and make a sauce. This is one of my favorites, and I had everything for it. So it's a basil chimichurri sauce. So a little bit different variation than like a classic chimichurri, but it's about 1.5 cups of fresh basil leaves, 1/4 of a cup of parsley, 1/4 of a cup of cilantro, about I almost did 1/2 cup of red onion, and then 2 cloves of garlic, and then some olive oil, about a half a cup, couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and salt and pepper. And it's just like a really yummy fresh sauce. I like to dip the sweet potato fries in it and then drizzle it over on my veggie burger. So I'm going to make that too. Okay, so everything just finished. It was perfect timing. So here is my chimichurri sauce. It's so good. I love it. I'm excited about it. And then my sweet potato french fries are all done. They're nice and crispy and I didn't overcook them. And then here are my baked veggie burgers. So I love it. They're all finished at the same time, and so I'll put it all together on one plate, and yeah, that'll be that. Hey, so my veggie burgers are done, and my sweet potato fries. So veggie burgers, sweet potato fries, all covered in chimichurri sauce. And I've had a little bit, and it's super good, and I'm really happy with it. And so as far as like the questions, what would I change about this? I think for me personally, I'd like to make a veggie burger that had a bit lower histamine in it, just because canned beans and just beans in general are not something I'm supposed to really have, but I'm just going easy on myself this week as far as that goes. But other than that, I just think veggie burgers are just a great way to get lots of fiber and veggies that maybe some people might not normally be open to eating. And I think they do take a little bit of time, but I think they're also really great for meal prep, because like I just made 5 of them. So if it was just me, I mean, that's 5 meals right there, and they keep pretty well. I think you can freeze them too. So yeah, I think this is a really good route to try and incorporate more whole foods into your diet. Just stepping back from the processed meats, and just getting more veggies in there and still having something that's kind of familiar to people too, because hamburgers are such a staple, especially in like the standard American diet. So I think having a healthy twist on things that we're familiar with is just a good way to slowly ease into changing that standard American diet into making it something that's not killing everyone. So yeah, I think that is it for my commentary, but next week I'm excited to cook more for you, and yeah, see you then.